folks, it's TEW2013 here and welcome to episode 129 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW2013 Let's Play. You join us for our go-home show before we take the last step on the road to Victory Road, where hopefully we can have an epic pay-per-view and a really good rating. We have a massive show here on Impact. We have 5 pre-show segments giving everybody matches that are under contract and hopefully developing some skill moves on the pre-show and just continuing on some storylines and just getting some proper hype on the main show, which has 17 segments. Like Crossfire, this episode will be booked from the Peterson Events Centre in the Tri-State region, which is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we'll be aiming again to try and get around the B82 we got the last time. So guys, relax, here we go. It's Impact Wrestling. We'll do the show and then we'll run down some of the card for Victory Road. Enjoy! So we have an attendance of 11,355. Our opening contest, and about that had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Divine Entertainment, DJ Z, Pinky Sanchez and Jesse Sorensen defeated MVP, Rob Van Dam and Christopher Daniels in 9:35 when DJ Z defeated Christopher Daniels by pinfall. This got a very decent 61. Johnny Devine did some good work at ringside. The usual pairing between him and Pinky Sanchez was good. And the announce team had a very good showing as well. Pinky Sanchez is improving performance skills. And the dirt sheet has mostly negatives for the guys who have a bit of fatigue and are just generally over the hill in the case of MVP, Christopher Daniels and RVD. But it was a job to put the new guys over, and I'm happy with that. Our second contest and about that featured solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat. Mia Yim and Silesia Sparks defeated Jessie Mackay and Shaw Guerrero in 5:31 when Mia Yim defeated Jessie by pinfall with a kiss of the dragon. This delivered a D45, which is okay because Mia is the only one with proper overness. Silesia was offered game, good showing from the announce team. Silesia improves her performance skills, so hopefully just continually putting her in these kind of matches can enhance her before she's ready for the main roster and TV time. And a lot of negatives there concerning low momentum, holding back, and inconsistency, which you'll tend to get from the women's division. In a match that had some good in-ring action and average heat, EC3 defeated Redmond in 7:13 with a headlock driver. This was a B-73, not necessarily a squash match, but a match in a short amount of time where our main event talent gets the win over Redmond. EC3 looked good, no skill improvements, and the small negatives there were both guys holding back and the motivation of Redmond, but overall quite a decent dark match there. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, the makeshift team of Davey Richards and Jake Carter defeat Team 3D in 8:15 when Davey Richards defeats Billy Ray with a DR Driver 2. This was a C-57, just a match to generally put over Richards and Carter, both guys in need of momentum, so we paired them together and gave them a victory over a Team 3D who were continually jobbing out. Usual good work at ringside from Divine and the good chemistry between Team 3D. No skill improvements, and again your negatives will mostly be the likes of a Billy Ray and a Brother Devon for their declining physical ability, among others. And then our feature match, and about that featured great action and average heat. Kevin Steen defeated Spud in 10:55 with a package pile driver, a B-76. Just a match to give Kevin Steen the win, but make Spud look good in doing so. And overall, a pretty good match there that really just disappointed for holding back slightly and the inconsistency of Kevin Steen. Now on for the show. We head straight to the ring where we have General Manager for Crossfire, Steve Austin. In the ring, he's decided he's taken over. But once the Texas Rattlesnake gets a chance to speak on Impact, he says, "I'm here for the contract signing between EC3 and Bram. So both of you son of bitches, get your asses out here." Bram enters first and he's followed by EC3. Now I have a contract here with the winner moving on to the #1 contender final at Turning Point. Are you both happy with this? Bram says yes. EC3 pauses and says, "Of course I'm happy with this. This is the dawning of the EC3 era. And with these people beside me, we can take down this machine Bram. Bram looks at him in absolute fury and says, "Oh really? Let's see about that." Austin turns around and goes, "Whoa, hold up Bram, you son of a bitch. This contract signing goes down without a hitch, as your ass is in a match now. So you get ready, and Ethan, get the hell out of my ring." EC3 leaves without a fuss, as he knows this Sunday is all on the line. This is one of these segments where if I had a lot more text time, I wouldn't have had a lot more text space, I wouldn't have rushed it as much. But the genesis is of this contract signing, it all goes down without a hitch. There's tension there, but Austin avoids it, so they don't collide until the pay-per-view, and Bram is in action now. This segment got a B88, which is very good. Bram looked dreadful, but when you're up against guys that are as over as Austin and EC3, it's understandable, but hopefully he can get a better rub from this. He was just penalised for low momentum. Our opening contest, an extremely short match, Bram beats Eric Young in 5:29 by pinfall with a curb stomp, and this gets a D+53. Just a simple win to put Bram over. Worker improvements, there was none, and the dirt sheet will have mostly negatives for both men holding back, and the low momentum of Eric Young, and inconsistency of Bram. But it does its job, and it gives Bram the victory. And while this match is happening, we see EC3 has made his way to the back, and he is watching from a monitor. So that's a B82, as EC3 watches as Bram competes. Only limited for being short, but we're only going to watch him for like 4 minutes, looking at a monitor, are we? Next up, in an extremely short match, Colby Carino defeats Peter Avalon in 5:23 by pinfall. F+12, but just giving Colby a good match where he actually picks up a victory. A lot of things helped the match. The match brought the crowd's mood down, but it's better we get it in now. I'm going to give Colby a wee win on television. Peter Avalon is improving his technical skills, just in case none of these guys are over, and it's going to take time. We have another Davey Richards vignette. When the hunt is over, the feast demolished. A true will's heart, a mischievous spirit. He sits on his hind legs, and a chorus of howling begins, howling at the round-faced moon. Ooh! Under the rare supermoon, Lone Wolf runs barefoot with the midnight pack. The wolf is back next week. So, another poem found on the interwebs to hype up Davey Richards and his return as a single competitor and a push next week. And it is a C-59, so we'll hopefully get him really over and we'll give him a good opportunity. A match that had some good action, an average cheat, Ua Nation defeated Tommaso Ciampa in 6:04 with a jackhammer. Despite them having great chemistry, this only got a D+49, which is disappointing, but because Ciampa has just been horribly used by me to basically job out. No skill improvements, a lot of negatives regarding Ciampa, so I might have to repackage him. But we'll see what we can do with him, and maybe there's a push down the line for him. We then see Kurt Angle in his office with Johnny Devine. They're at the end of another conversation, but Angle quickly says we need this plan in action next week. Of course, says Devine, of course. Leave it with us, Mr. Angle. So C63, but what have Johnny Devine and Kurt Angle got planned? We then have 6-man tag action. A 6-person tag, sorry, in a match that had some good action and average heat. Morrison, Chris Hero, and Ivelisse Velez defeated Mascara Dorada, Drew Galloway, and Angelina Love in 9:37 when Ivelisse defeated Angelina. This got a C65, which is pretty decent. It kind of helps all these guys and women get over. 3 storylines advance with it: the X Division, the women's, and the storyline between Hero and Galloway. Morrison is improving technical skills, as is Mascara Dorada. And it just hypes up that all these people will be facing each other in respective singles matches at the pay-per-view. Most negatives are either for holding back or inconsistency, a few in there for low morale and a bad gimmick or two. But overall, I'm still happy with C65, as there's a lot of positives to take from this as well. And of course the announcers then put over the fact we will be seeing this Sunday Ivelisse getting her shot at the Angelina Love, and Mascara Dorada challenging Morrison for the X Division title, so more highlighting both title fights. And that's a C60. No extra factors included in the rating. already booked in. And a match that's some good action and average heat. Ricochet defeats Rhino in 10:06 with Chocolate Rain. Disappointing Cease plus 68. I think this is more down to different styles, but it was somebody put Ricochet over. Rhino's improving performance skills. Negatives here. Excuse me. A lot of negatives for Rhino. Inconsistency, low morale, and both gentlemen holding back, but okay nonetheless. Well, I put the wrong person in, but after the match, Ricochet is celebrating. When out of nowhere, Kevin Steen appears with a steel chair and cracks him across the back of the head. He starts beating him down. He beats him down so badly that Ricochet is down, completely out, and Steen asks for a microphone. But apparently I've hit the R button too many times and it's put Rhino in. But yeah, it's basically Kevin Steen beating down Ricochet after the match, and he's going to explain his actions in a minute. C-55, Kevin Steen came out of it looking well. I believe that would have been a much higher rating had I not put, or accidentally put Rhino in there. But Steen's promo. You didn't think I'd forget about you, Ricochet. You know, when last week you got lucky and pinned me in that tag match? I don't forget stuff like that. And I also go out to make sure I get revenge. Plus it just happens to be that you hold the title. And how fitting, even though I wrote fighting, how fitting would it be if a Ring of Honor wrestler could take a TNA title and take it back to Ring of Honor? So you're probably thinking, how can this happen? Surely TNA management won't let it happen. Well, that's where you're wrong. I spoke to TNA General Manager Kurt Angle, and it's official. At Victory Road, Kevin Steen, Ricochet, TNA Central Championship. I'll see you Sunday, bitch. So Steen's pissed off that he's beat him in that tag match last week. So the match is set. Central Championship. Kevin Steen will face Ricochet. B-77. It would have been higher if we had a hotter segment getting into it. That means it allows us to keep building up towards the main event. So happy with that, and it sets up another match. Oh my god, this flopped. I'm really fearing we're going to get a bad rating here. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. CM Punk defeats Masato Yoshino in 14:08 where I go to sleep. A terrible C+, a C even, 62. Which I thought Punk would have a great match with him. Punk's really over, so I thought that would have helped the rating as well, but didn't click. Punk foreshadowed a heel turn and improves his performance skills. Very few negatives, it's just a match that just didn't work. Both guys holding back, Yoshino's low morale, length, loading the crowd's mood, etc. Disappointing. After the match, Punk is celebrating and heads to the top of the ramp. He salutes the crowd in attendance before Samoa Joe comes out and lays out Punk using the world title belt. EMTs rush to the scene, as do the refs, with the referees sending Joe to the ring for the main event, and the EMTs helping Punk to the back. So a B-77. CM Punk came across well. No skill improvements, but it continues a feud between these two guys and has them continually hating each other. Yep, so we're going to lose pop here because of the match. The match is 79 plus the 62. We're probably looking at about 73 here, maybe even less. But about it featured great action and a good crowd. Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, Kota Ibushi and Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Alex Kozlov, Rocky Romero, Lance Hoyt and Harry Smith in 20:37 when Samoa Joe defeated Alex Kozlov by pinfall. A B-79 is okay, does help some of the talents. It gives the heels the advantage going into the pay-per-view. Tag Team Champions of the World storyline advances. Samoa Joe improving technical and performance skills. Lance Hoyt is improving technical skills as well. And the dirt sheet has negatives for a lot of holding back, a few inconsistency and a few fatigue as well. Overall that's pretty decent. We'll just hope that some of their angles can hopefully get the score up a wee bit, but I think we're going to be looking at losing pop. After the match, Adam Cole and Samoa Joe are left in the ring after all three teams in the tag team title match at Victory Road start brawling. Ibushi, Nakamura, Romero, Kozlov, Hoyt and Harry Smith are all going at it. Smith is throwing Ibushi about like nothing else. Nakamura is fighting Romero and Lance Hoyt has just scoop slammed Kozlov. It's all chaos at ringside. So it's a B-78 as these are all brawling to the back. Lance Hoyt learning to show more charisma. And the Tag Team Champions of the World storyline advances again as we head in for their TLC match at Victory Road, or Full Metal Mayhem, if we're going with TNA logic. Joe and Cole, not the footballer, can't believe the chaos that's happening outside the ring. Wait a minute, out of nowhere, Punk is back, and Jericho is here as well. Both men, beating down their opponents, come this Sunday they brawl, before each man clotheslines their opponent this Sunday to the outside. Cole versus Jericho, Punk versus Joe versus the added mystery that is Taker, and a triple threat match for the world title. Holy shit, what a show, and we'll see you next time for TNA Victory Road. The reason I put in there Jericho's actual here is there was plans to have a Jericho segment talking, but I didn't have the time for it. And I felt other segments were better because Chris Jericho we don't overly need to go over at times. So, two storylines advanced. Punk was a star, just a B78, so again not the greatest. Adam Cole's learned to show more charisma. Dirt sheet, poor gimmicks, etc. Short segment. Could make the turn here, but Punk's still a face, and that heel turn won't happen just yet. Are you sure you wish to continue if I can make the turn? Yes. So overall, a B-77, so the angles actually helped us a little bit. But we still lost pop in 6 regions and gained pop in 4, which again would have been the likes of Down Under, basically. But that'll be, I believe, that'll be the last Crossfire Impact Wrestling without Europe. So we're going to have most of Europe covered now, and hopefully can gain pop in those kind of regions as well. Unfortunately, Crossfire is still just on My Network TV in America, and that is it. So Crossfire will only ever affect America for the moment, and Impact Wrestling goes to the UK, Canada, America, you name it. I believe that's the places it's going to. But I say that TV deal in Central Europe will start after the pay-per-view. We're happy with Crossfire. Vast majority were happy with that, that's fine. Seeing if there's anything here we can sign. Matt and Naya has hanged his boots up. Cena needs a break. When it gets to coming to renew the contract for My Network TV, I think is the next time. Let's quickly go and check that. It's another 24 episodes, but once the 24 episodes are done, we may look to try and get a bigger network and then switch the tapings, so we're having 2 tapings. Just so we make more money from attendance. I think that could be a reason we're losing money. Because saying that Spike's 24 episodes, and then you get Bravo, FX Europe where we're starting soon, and then we're in Triangle TV and MC Sports. I think it's Triangle TV that's America, MC Sports, can't even remember what that is. I think it might be Canada. I'm not actually sure. But anyway, we'll quick look at our emails. Flip Kendrick, I might actually just let him go. It was a good idea to bring him in, but we haven't really used him. I might just job him out for the next month and then let him go. Kevin Steen is gone. Shit, I know we only have 1 more appearance left, so we better quickly get that loan deal back in. Get Kevin Steen in for the match. And Alex Kozlov's unhappy he's push. Harry Smith and Pinky are unhappy. Down to 095 on Bravo. Down to 858, so the ratings are down. That's disappointing. Right, so what we'll quickly do then is we shall put Alex Kozlov, who obviously wants to become a main eventer despite only having 75 over on this. But I like to keep everybody happy, so we'll just put him as a main eventer. Let me bring Kevin Steen in. Look at the places we got a chance to take people from. AAA, ICW, NXT, ROH and WWE, so a lot of alliances to bring in as many good guys as we want, our big names to help ratings. Kevin Steen, it would cost us 26k for 1 appearance, so why not bring him in for 5? Not offering anything in exchange. Matt Taven. So they'd be interested in Matt Taven, so maybe give them like Matt Taven and somebody like Yoshino. And then they're happy. They'll get him in loan for a couple of times, and we'll get Steen. So that's fine. So Steen will maybe do with a second program. That's ideal. Then the plan Might actually put the title on him, we'll see. So Steen's back, we'll see what happens with him. Decisions, I've got an incident involving RVD. RVD has been identified as a soft drug user by TNA's drug policy. Fine. We'll fine him. Contracts negotiating with Pinky Sanchez and Shima Ion to bring them in permanent deals rather than just paper appearance. But RVD's leaving in 43 days anyway. I say Piper's going to go. I don't like using people that have deceased. I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable doing it. Lacey will go. Sozie will go. Stacey Carter. Amy Dumas will probably go. So Sanchez will stay. We'll probably let Kendrick go. Avalon may go as well. Maybe even Borash. We'll keep Striker. I might let Pete Williams go. So there's a lot of short-term deals that were signed, and a lot of them may leave. So there might be a bit of a turnover, but it's people that are not there, not getting used, but they are all mostly on paper appearance deals anyway, just to trim the roster down a little bit. Apart from that, I think we just need to put Kevin Steen to a main eventer. And that's fine. Another thing I can actually do before we end the episode is go to pre-book. And there is your card so far. So we've got Adam Cole against Chris Jericho and EC3 against Bram. And the number 1 contendership semi-finals. The 2 winners will face each other in the final at Turning Point. Turning Point, yep. We've got the TLC match for the Tag Team Championships. The Forever Hooligans, the Killer Elite Squad, and the State of Mind. The Women's title, the Knockouts title, is on the line with Ivelisse Velez taking on Angelina Love. We have Morrison against Mascara Dorada for the X Division Championship. We have, of course, Ricochet against Kevin Steen for the Central Championship. And we've got The Undertaker, getting a title match against CM Punk and Samoa Joe for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. This, plus probably more matches added on the day, just to fill out the card, as we hope to have a spectacular TNA Victory Road, and hopefully have a really good run to Lockdown, Bound for Glory. So that's it, guys, for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. Let's try and get as many likes as possible. If you get any comments on the card, if you get any comments on the series, any comments in wrestling in general, any comments in your own save, let me know. I'm always happy to talk about TW. Put everything in the comments section. We'll get a bit of chat and that going. But apart from that, guys, thanks as always for the great support we've had within the series. It's unreal that we're nearly closing in on 130 episodes. And I'm probably loving this save as much now as I did when I started it, if not probably more, because I know what I'm doing. And I think we've got a good roster. It's all about just making it click together and working. And there could be a lot of good times ahead, but there could be some struggles ahead, because I think the industry is going to start declining. And having suffered an industry that was at 0 F+, is really tough. So we've got all that to look forward to, and hopefully a lot more in the future. So thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I shall see you hopefully for Victory Road. Bye bye.